Welcome to the Mineral Museum at Montana Tech. What I'd like to do today is just take you on a 360 walking tour. And what I mean by that is that you can move your phone or drag your mouse around this video to look wherever you want. And I'm just going to go around and point out some of the highlights here at the Mineral Museum at Montana Tech. The first being the Rihanna Star. The Rihanna Star was found by a gentleman who graduated from Montana Tech, and it took him a couple years to pry it out of the ground with a screwdriver. You'll also see right in front of us here is 370-pound Big Daddy quartz crystal. Imagine finding that, getting that out of the woods. That was from pretty near here, Butte, Montana. As you can see, as we walk around, we have minerals from all over the world. On the left here, you can see our gold collection. Beautiful samples of gold in all sorts of different forms. One of our proudest Montana minerals is Montana sapphires. And so those Yogo sapphires down here, the blue ones are naturally blue. They don't have to be heat treated, and they're famous around the world. We also have Rock Creek sapphires from near Phillipsburg, Montana. We have more gems and precious stones in our Gems and Precious Stones room. And right now we have a special collection on loan from Tom Harmon from out in Savage, Montana. And he finds these agates, these Montana moss agates on the Yellowstone River, and cuts and polishes them and makes stunning jewelry as well. Here we have a tribute to Dick Berg, one of the former directors of the museum, and studied Montana sapphires for a very long time at the Montana Bureau of Mines and Geology. As you can see in this case here, we have wonderful minerals from all over the world, quartz specimens on the top rows, and then malachite, the green copper minerals on the bottom rows, and azurite, the blue, the azure blue. Here you can see different groups around town and from different places have cut and polished some of these rocks and minerals to make wonderful specimens that we have on display. Our Montana mineral collection is quite good. We have minerals from all over Montana, and we're especially proud of our Butte specimens. So you can see here on the right side, we have minerals that make up the Butte ore deposit. So on the right side of this case here, we have what is found in the Berkeley and Continental pits, and then you move into the central, intermediate, and peripheral zone over on the left, which you find other places around the Butte area. And then you can also see over the years, many of these Butte minerals have been donated by locals who have found them in the old mine workings, whether they had a relative that worked at the mine or they found them themselves around town. Another one of our wonderful collections is the Raymond Thompson collection, and it makes up this sideboard here. As you can see, Raymond Thompson had minerals from all over the world, and I especially like it because of the different colors, the beautiful colors. They're all very large specimens, some of them large specimens, but just wonderful colors and just beautiful stuff that he had in his collection, which was donated in the 1970s. This stibnite sample is especially wonderful here at the end. Another one of our main donors to the collection is the William Clark collection. So you can see here some wonderful colored and very large specimens, and you'll see William Clark specimens throughout the museum. So we'll keep walking around here. In this small case, you can see a wonderful assortment from Joe Slober of copper specimens from around the world and how copper takes on different forms. Of course, copper is very important here in the mining city. A lot of interaction we have with the public is people finding rocks and minerals and thinking they may have found meteorites. And so we have here some meteorites that we have in our collection, and then some rocks that look like meteorites but aren't. And so that's a lot of times what the result is. Somebody brings in something they think is a meteorite, and unfortunately, it's not. Here's more of the William Clark bequest. Just beautiful stuff. We continue to have our Montana minerals that you can take a look at. more Montana minerals as we're moving through the collection. There's just way too much to see, even in one visit here at the museum. The Moninger collection is popular because of the different colors. A lot of really quite interesting colors in this collection. As I walk through this doorway over here, right above it is a mural that was painted by a local artist. A couple local artists came in and we commissioned them to paint a couple of murals. And so this is showing different scenes around Butte. As we move through here, you can see our Siberian cave bear named Boris. Boris is a 60,000-year-old Siberian cave bear skeleton. So it's not a fossil because it wasn't buried and fossilized. It's a skeleton that Boris has his own little cave here right in the museum. As we walk back into this room, this is our UV room, one of the most popular exhibits. Let me close it up here. And you can see these minerals, a little bit of color, not too much. But when we hit this button that was created by the Montana Tech Robotics Club, we end up with wonderful colors. So on the top 6 shelves are long wave UV light. The bottom 3 shelves are short wave UV light. And you can see these minerals get excited by the different wavelengths of light, and electrons move shells and they give off different colors of light. So we'll head back out here past Boris and back into the main hall, and we'll look at some special specimens that we have in our safe. So here we have the 27.5 troy ounce Highland Centennial Gold Nugget, among other just beautiful specimens from our collection in the safe. As we move upstairs, you can get a nice aerial view of the museum collection just to see how much is here. I haven't even been able to touch how much we have and let you see it. But as you look over the museum floor, you can see all the different colorful specimens, big and large, that we have. Here on the right is a wonderful Montana, southeastern Montana, where coal beds had caught on fire and when they're underground and burn the rocks around them and cause them to actually flow. So you can see these things, it's called clinker. It actually looks like lava flow, but it's burned coal. We have other specific places and minerals up here on the balcony. Quartz varieties. The Black Pine Mine near Phillipsburg has beautiful Phillipsburgite, that beautiful green in the middle. And then here we have another mine, the Madison Gold property, and its different specimens. So again, as we look over the floor here, you can see that it might be worth your while to come take a visit us here at the Mineral Museum at Montana Tech, where our opening hours are on our website, and we're free to the public, so you can come on in during opening hours and check this out. And of course, like any good place, we have a gift shop. And so we have the Everything Rocks gift shop with another mural, this one of the Berkeley Pit, right above it. And of course, any good tour ends with a visit to the gift shop. Hope you enjoyed this, and we hope we see you at the museum.